Hey guys, and welcome back to another video. Now in this video we're gonna be promoting max bounty or clickbank offers with Bing ads in 2020. And now this is gonna be a very comprehensive video because we're gonna do pretty much everything from beginning to end. We are going to show you how to promote a max bounty or a clickbank offer. This is gonna be a clickbank offer with Bing ads, but it applies the same to max bounty. We're gonna do a complete Bing ads campaign setup. We're going to create the proper landing page. We're gonna do the entire tracking with BMOP, and we're gonna build the marketing funnel, even collect email addresses, and there's gonna be a bunch of other things that we're gonna cover. So why Bing ads? Bing ads are very, very underrated. They're generally cheaper than Google ads. They're not as strict as Facebook or Google ads when it comes to approving your ads, and they don't really ban accounts as Facebook ads. Facebook is very notorious for. They're also very, very powerful, and they're very easy to get started. So let's begin. So I was browsing the other day Clickbank offers, and I stumbled upon this text chemistry, use text to make men love you by Amy North. And I've seen that offer somewhere else before, and I thought, hey, I want to try to promote it before because I had some experience in the relationship kind of self-improvement niche before. And I know these offers convert very well when you know how to target the right audience. And so I started looking into this offer. And the average percent sale is 75%. Basically, you get 75% of the sale, and I believe the sale is around, it's $47 for one product. There's also an upsell. And so average dollar per sale that the affiliates get is around $46, which is pretty decent amount. There's also a recurring kind of billing if the person chooses to opt into that after buying the product. So there's a lot of opportunities for making money with this product. Also, gravity is 95, which means about 95 affiliates have been selling that product, have successfully sold that product in the last 8 to 12 weeks. So that is a very good indicator. And so I went ahead, I clicked this promote link, I inputted my account nickname, and basically generated a tracking ID. And so the other thing I looked into is, before actually doing that, is I went into the affiliate page. And I'm in the affiliate page, and the reason I like to go into these affiliate resources is I want to see how much resources and how much how much help does the publisher actually give to affiliates, because the more they provide, the higher the chance that this product is actually selling very, very well. And this is an excellent kind of affiliate resource here, because look, they give you product details. You can generate hop links, email swipes, product images and banners, payout, and funnel details. And so they even tell you why you should promote it. They have a front end, the main product, order bump, back end upsells, all of these things, and you can earn up to $117 in commission per sale, plus 50% of all monthly recurring rebills. So they show you like the whole funnel, the front end funnel, the back end funnels, how much you can earn and all that. So it's really, it's really kind of detailed, diagrams and everything like that. Some people are claiming $1.40 EPC, which is earnings per click, which is pretty decent actually. It's a relatively above average. It's a relatively large amount. So if that's true, that's pretty good. Funnel includes an order bump, take rate of 40%, and a 3-tier upsell flow. So it's a lot of interesting things. They have some email swipes that if you have an email list in this kind of relationship niche, you could send it. You could send them an email using these swipes. They have product images, video thumbnails. So this is a really great offer because they are giving you a lot of information, and they're even telling you, what is target audience, right? They're even telling you the target audience for each email swipe, right? Suitable for all female audience, regardless of relationship status, etc., etc., etc. So this is a product you can promote on Facebook. You can promote it using blogs. If you have a blog in your relationship niche, you could use email marketing, You can use, all kinds of methods. And in this particular case study, we're going to be using Bing ads to promote it. So the first course of action is, well, there's a lot of things that you can do. I went ahead and already, just to save time, I already created a landing page on one of my sites to basically promote. So I have a pre-lander. Now, of course, I could send them directly to the landing page, the one they have built in already, but I decided I'm going to create my own landing page. And the reason for that is, there's a couple of reasons for that. Number one is, I wanted to basically capture emails. So when you click on add to cart, I want to capture their emails and then redirect them to the Clickbank page. So I want to really capture their emails, right? So I have several add to cart buttons. I think I have 3. And if you click on each one, they will basically have a pop-up where you need to enter your name and email, and then you're redirected to their offer. So, they're thinking like, this is an add to cart. This is kind of like an add to cart, right? If they decide to buy it, there's an intermediate step where they need to basically enter their name and email address, okay? Now, before we actually go into the Bing Ads campaign, we need to actually configure our tracker. So what we're gonna do is, the first couple of things we need to do is, I'm using a BMOP tracker, and the first thing you need to do is to add a traffic source. Now, I already added the traffic source for Bing, right? And this is going to be used for any kind of campaigns. I already have a traffic source. It's very simple. All you have to do is create a new traffic source. All you need to do is click new from template here, and you choose Bing. You go to Bing, and then you basically type in name. We don't have a postback URL in this case, and you don't really need to change anything here. That's it. So I already created this. The next thing we want to add is the affiliate network. Now, I already have Clickbank here, and to do that, you just click on new from template, you click Clickbank, you go here, and then that's it. You don't really need to change anything. You leave the name there, and that's it. And I'm not going to click save because I already have that. Now we have traffic source and affiliate network. Next thing we want to do is we want to add a landing page, okay? I created a landing page. And in fact, I have several landing pages right here. And the one of interest we have is this global TC landing page, right? These 2 TC landing pages. And I actually have 2 landing pages. I have an email opt-in and no email opt-in. So this particular landing page that we have, this is an email opt-in. This is the second variation of the landing page. And I also have just a regular email, a regular landing page without an email opt-in. So when they click on this button in the other landing page, they're not going to be presented with this. They're going to be redirected directly to the offer. And the reason I created 2 landing pages is in order to test and see which landing page converts the best. Okay, so we got their Bing ads. We're configuring the campaigns in the tracker. We are going to be using the BMOP tracker. We created the traffic source, the affiliate program, the landing pages, and the offer. Okay, so let's go and finish our creation process. So we have the landing pages, right? I already created these landing pages just to save us some time. And all you got to do is basically go to new. And it's very simple. You just create a name for that landing page. So it could be something like email opt-in, TC for text chemistry, TC email opt-in. You put the URL of the landing page that it needs to redirect to. You put the country. Maybe this is for US traffic. I'm only targeting US traffic, so we can put United States here. And that's all you have to do. Now that landing page only has one offer. So you put this, you leave it as 1 here. And that's all you have to do. So we did this twice. Okay, now we have traffic sources, affiliate networks, and landing page. The next thing we need to do is create an offer. Now the offer I already created. So basically I have 2 offers. So in this case, I have 2 offers. One offer is the standard offer that redirects them to the landing page. Okay, so basically when they click on this add to cart and they submit their email, they're redirected to basically this offer page right here. I believe that offer page is actually going to have a video here, but I'm just looking at another offer page. I also have another offer. I also have another kind of offer, and it's for the same product, but in this case, it's going to redirect them directly to the checkout. Now, there's a way of actually getting your links directly to the checkout page, because I already have the landing page. So I don't, so sometimes I don't really want to redirect them to another landing page. In this case, it would be a good idea to just redirect them directly to the checkout. And there are ways of doing that. And, I'm not going to go into greater detail of doing that. I might make another video of getting, deep linking directly into a add to cart kind of page, checkout page. This is called deep linking, and I may actually create another video. So just for the purpose of this tutorial is that I basically created two offers for the same product, and they basically have a different link. So we have basically, one that's directed to the kind of that offer page that we created in Clickbank. And if you click on this, you're going to see this kind of offer link here. And then we have another page that redirects them directly to, basically it's a link on my site that redirects them to the shopping cart and Clickbank. So in other words, since I already have a landing page, it might not make a lot of sense to redirect them to another landing page. Since I created my own landing page, I thought it would be a good idea to redirect them to a checkout page. So this is what I did. So I made sure to make two landing pages just in case, and just to see which one converts better. So now that we have everything configured, all these 5 things, offers, landings, traffic sources, and affiliate networks, we're not using flows. The flow is going to be a built-in flow. We're not creating a separate flow. Actually, 4 things: offer, landings, traffic sources, and affiliate networks. The next thing is to create the campaign. We're going to go to this campaign screen here. We're going to create a new campaign. And since I already created this campaign, all you need to do is basically create a name. We're going to call it TC campaign. And maybe this is going to be, we're going to create just one campaign. And we're going to use a built-in flow. And then this is where the power of these trackers comes in. And so what we want is we're going to create 2 landings here and distribute traffic 50% to one and then 50% to the second. So what we do is we add a landing page, and I have a bunch of landing pages. We're going to create this email opt-in and then no email opt-in. And we're going to do 50%, 50% here. Okay. And then after they land on these landing pages, we want them redirected to the right destination URL, and this is the offer. And we also have 2 offers. They're to the same product, same exact offer, but one is linked to the landing page and the other one is linked to the checkout page. So we have offer checkout and then offer homepage. Okay, and they're also going to be 50%, 50%. So now we're kind of distributing traffic evenly, right? They're going to, one may come here, 50%, and then one may come, that person might go to the email opt-in and then go to the the offer checkout, directly the checkout page, or they may come email opt-in and then offer homepage. So I'm not going to save this campaign. I already have that campaign. And the next thing what we're going to do is we're going to go to this campaign, this Bing campaign. We're going to go click on campaign links. And this is where we're going to have the URL that we need to give Bing so that it can redirect it properly and populate the actual different basically variables that we have, right? Because when you're configuring campaigns in a tracker, you tell it the traffic source, and the traffic source will come with various variables that exist. So with Facebook, if your traffic source is Facebook, it's gonna have things like ad set name, ad name, campaign name, and then Facebook is gonna populate those variables for you when the ad is shown and when it gets clicked. In this case, we're using Bing, so we have things like bid type, campaign ID, ad group ID, all these things, query string, right? The actual search string that they search in Bing. And the good thing about having a tracker is that we can basically take this campaign URL and then save it. Well, it's already saved. And then when we are creating campaigns in Bing, we're going to basically copy and paste it on the campaign level so that it's generated for every campaign. Okay, so let's go back to the presentation. We have the Bing, and now we're going to get into the Bing Ads campaign structure since we already did everything in the tracker. So what we have is one campaign per product. We're only going to have one campaign. Now, you can actually have multiple campaigns because campaign also varies by the optimization objective. So we're going to keep it simple. We're going to just create a traffic campaign. We're not going to optimize for any kind of clicks or links, or we're not going to optimize for any events. We're just going to have a simple traffic campaign. So we're going to have one campaign. That campaign is going to have one ad group, okay? Because an ad group is basically a way to group similar ads and similar kind of keywords that are tied to a specific landing page. Since we only have one landing page, it doesn't really make sense to have multiple ad groups. We're going to have one ad group, and then this ad group is going to have multiple ads, okay? And we're going to use various keyword modifiers, and I'm a big fan of modified broad match, and we're also going to use exact match as well. Okay, and we're gonna use several like extensions, they're called, and these are basically extra things that you can put in the snippet, on the search snippet when the ad is displayed. So there's a lot of extensions. We're gonna use call out extensions to showcase features of your product or service. Okay, so let's go back into our Bing ads, and I'm gonna show you my campaign structure. So on the left hand side, I have my text scam campaign, right? So if I click on that, I have the budget here, $20 a day. I have location United States, and I have 3 ads directly here, okay? I have one ad group and 3 ads, okay? Now, if I click on this ad group, I have to have at least one ad group, but typically ad groups are a way to group campaign keywords together, basically to group ideas together. And you typically want to have separate ad group for a different landing page. So if maybe your site sells mattresses or something like that, and you might have an ad group that talks about a certain keywords related to some kind of like soft, that mattress being soft, or some other kind of groups of keywords, and you can have a separate landing page that talks about the benefits of the mattress being soft. Another ad group could be about the price point. Maybe it's a cheap, a relatively inexpensive mattress, and you can have an ad group that talks about the benefits of that. So you can have a separate landing page for the same product, but touting the different benefits. So in this case, I'm gonna keep it simple. I only have one landing page, well, 2 landing pages, but they're the same landing page. It's just the mechanics are different. And so I have basically 3 ads. Okay, I have 3 ads basically, and I'm basically saying text chemistry $49.95. I'm saying the price. I'm mentioning the price. I'm mentioning bonuses up to 95% off. I have different variations. Okay, and if I click on this ad, I can look at some details. I can basically I can edit it. I can copy it. I can create new text, new stuff. I can make another variation. And what I typically like to have is 3 ads per ad group, and then maybe 3 ad groups for a campaign. If I am doing different landing pages, if it's a more complex product. This is a very simple product. In fact, the keywords that I'm using are very, very simple, right? So this ad group it doesn't even have that many keywords. Now, I might add more keywords later on, and I probably will, but just to keep it simple, I'm just going to show you some of the sample keywords that I'm using. So there's not a lot of keywords that you can use with this, right? What I have is text chemistry. This is called a modified broad search. And when you add a plus to it, that means that word needs to appear. These 2 words need to appear, and there could be other words there as well. It's just these 2 words need to appear, and they need to be these 2 words that I want. So I have a broad match for text chemistry. I also have an exact match for text chemistry. And what I like to do is, I typically, this is a structure I've been using now, is I have a modified broad match, and then I have an exact match. And the exact match gets a slightly higher bid than the modified broad match, because modified broad match could be like a bunch of stuff that maybe I don't particularly need. But if somebody's searching for an exact match and the search volume is going to be lower than obviously than the possibilities for this broad match, I am basically saying that I want to bid a little bit higher than that. And this is just, some numbers I came up with. When I'm going to be running this campaign, I'm going to modify, I'm going to maybe bid higher, bid lower, but right now I want to start small. And then I have other things. I have basically Amy North chemistry. She's the person that that wrote these texts. She's the person that's the author of this product that they're marketing. And so I have an exact match type for Amy North text chemistry. Then I also have a broad match for text chemistry promo in case they're Googling for text chemistry promo. Text chemistry coupon, I have a broad match Amy North text chemistry. This is a broad match as well. Then I have a bunch of exact matches. Text chemistry by Amy North exact match, text chemistry promo, and text chemistry coupon. These are exact matches. And as I mentioned before, my exact matches are slightly higher than these broad matches. Okay, I still have 85 cents, but this should be basically it should be 95 cents because this is an exact match. So I'm gonna put it to 95. So as you can see, this is kind of my campaign setup, and this is I'm basically doing a branded campaign. Okay, because I'm basically bidding on branded terms. I'm not, so if you are, let's say, selling a mattress or like a microphone or an affiliate for that, you are going to be typically bidding for mattress or microphone. You're not going to be bidding, or you might be bidding for the brand name, right? Maybe it's Bose headphones or something. You're going to be bidding for Bose headphones, but typically, usually you're going to be bidding for something like best headphones in 2020 or something like that. In this case, I'm actually bidding for branded terms. Okay, now I could be bidding for things like how to get a guy back, or why doesn't this guy return my messages. There's all kinds of these terms, and that could be a separate ad group, right? In this case, a lot of these keywords that I'm bidding on, they're closely related, and so in this case, I'm basically having one ad group. Now, of course, I could have another ad group, like I mentioned, maybe like women that are confused. Why doesn't the guy return their texts? So I can go on Google Keyword Planner, or maybe like Google just search engine, start typing these campaign elements. So for instance, in this case, I can go to Google and I could type something like text chemistry. Okay, and see what it says. So now there's a lot of suggestions, and this is usually the tool I use a lot of the times for kind of these simple campaigns. So text, review, free download, login, Amy North login, Amy North scam, Reddit cheat sheet, by Amy North PDF. So you don't want to typically you do not want your ad show up when it searches for free. So free is a negative keyword, right? You can also have a list of negative keywords, and free would be one of them. Another one that you could use is something like download, right? Because obviously these people are not looking to buy this product. Review is a good one, but in my mind, Google AdWords or Bing ads or Google ads, they might have trouble showing your ad if you're going to be bidding for that keyword, because when people are typing something review, they're looking for a review. They're not looking for a landing page. If they're typing something like buy text chemistry, so I could type something like buy text chemistry, then you're going to see a bunch of ads, right? This is actually Google, but it's the same principle, right? You see some ads when you type buy, but if you type like free, let's see, free download, you should not be seeing ads, right? Because these advertisers made sure to not be shown ads when people type free. And I've also included negative keywords, and I also have free, download, cheap, and then there's also chemistry textbook, which is an entirely different product. And I do not want my ad to show up because this is not, it's not my product. Somebody might Google for chemistry textbook and then click on the ad, but they're not the intended audience. And then I have online chemistry textbook, applied chemistry, and workbook. And what you can do is you can go on Google and type something like negative keyword lists, and you can go here, and then you're gonna see a lot of about negative keyword lists. You can read that. Here's a free negative keyword tool. Let's check out this tool real quick. And okay, so basically it's a tool. That's not what we want. What we want is a list. AdWords negative keyword list. So there's 400 plus keywords you need. And let's see if you really need that. Let's scroll down. Okay, so there you go, job related. This is negative keywords. So for different industries, you have download, stuff like that. Files, freeware. So yeah, you can go down this list, look at your niche and see if it's applicable to you. Now, of course, when this campaign is running, I will basically be seeing the type of keywords that are triggering my campaign, and I can add them. I can bid on them. I can create them. I can create an exact match out of that specific keyword phrase, or I can add it to my negative list. Now, these are somebody that I from my research I realized that this could be a really good list of negative keywords. So this list is not very long, and you can increase it, decrease it as time goes on, but you're not going to be decreasing this list, obviously. But at this point, this is all I have. So let's go and look at what else we have in this campaign. So I have these keywords here. I have my ads. I have 3 ads that are being displayed. One ad group AG. We have some ad extensions. Let's take a look at some ad extensions real quick. What do we have? So I have some call out extensions, which are basically benefits that are going to be listed below the ads. So something like easy to use, hands-on, most trusted, immediate access. And these are benefits that are going to be listed just below the text of the ad in kind of this bullet form. And that really helps to kind of separate the ad, really convey the benefits of what you're trying to do, and definitely recommend it. And the more extensions of these you can have, then there's a lot of other extensions, price extensions, where you could list the price. You have site link extensions where you can actually have little links to a part of your page that, for instance, if you want buy it now, that could be a link to the buy it now portion of your page. So that could be useful as well. I'm just simply using call out extensions right now. That's what I have here, and that's kind of what I have here. I have my campaign, and now the most important thing is that once we created this campaign in our tracker, we click on campaign links, and then it gives us a bunch of links. So this is test URL. Now this is something that you use for testing. Campaign URL is the one what you want. So you copy that, you go to Bing Ads, and what you want to do is you can do it on any kind of level. You can do it on a campaign level, you can do it on an ad group level, or you can do it on even on an ad level. So just to keep it simple, I am going to do it on a campaign level. So what you do is you click on your campaign on the left hand side, you click on settings, you scroll down, and then there's an option for tracking template, and that's where you put in the link that's provided. And this link has a bunch of parameters: query string, URL, target ID, match, and that basically when they click, all of that data is going to be available in your tracker. Like, so in this case, BMOB, you will be able to click on the campaign and look at the words or different parameters that triggered, that resulted in a click, that resulted in a sale, that resulted in anything. And that's because, like I explained in one of the previous videos, when you give the initial tracking URL, this campaign URL, and the person clicks on Bing, it basically redirects to, it's a click link from the tracker. It's a tracker's link, and the first time the person clicks it, the tracker sets a cookie, and that way it follows the person all around. And then and it also has a click ID. So that when it follows the person around as they're interacting with your site, they're going from the ad to the landing page to the offer, etc. And then when they go to Clickbank or Max Bounty, you have something like a postback URL, and this is something that you have. You have a postback URL here, a secure postback URL, and this is something you specify either in your Clickbank settings and the backend, and you could specify that, or if you're using Max Bounty, you can specify it on the offer screen. In the when you're choosing an offer, you have on the right hand side at the bottom, you can actually specify this postback URL, and that's going to fire back to you if there's a conversion. So if there's a conversion, you will know everything there is about this person, what keyword they clicked on, what were they searching for, anything and everything, and you will know exactly, where they come from, or what actually, why did they actually buy this product. So it's extremely powerful. So now we have this campaign completely set up in our Bing ads. Everything is set up. You can also, so I'm targeting US. You can set location. Bid strategy. This is very cool. Now I'm only using manual bid strategy, right? I'm basically setting a bid, and we're going into an auction, and depending on the auction, and also something called the quality score, my ad will show up in a certain position of the page, and Bing is going to tell me that as time goes on, as time goes on, it's going to be able to tell me that where I am in related to other people that are bidding on this campaign. Now you can also do enhanced CPC. It can adjust your bid to get more conversions. You can do maximize conversions, maximize target CPA. You could do a target CPA, but you need conversions. Also for enhanced CPC, which is this is really good. This is a really good method, and it's something I recommend you to use. This is something I'm using in some of the other campaigns as well. And what this does really, it basically it adjusts your bid as you're getting conversions. Now, for you to get this working correctly, you need to set up Bing. It's like a tag, one of the Bing tags or a Bing pixel on your site. And that way, when you have a conversion, you can fire back to Bing, and then Bing knows about this conversion, and then it can adjust. So it can basically adjust its bidding strategy so that it's getting you more conversions. And it's kind of like Facebook, where you have the Facebook pixel you put on a page, or you send these events to Facebook, and Facebook is able to optimize for that specific event. And it's the same thing with Bing. In a sense of like you can optimize for a specific event depending on where it's where the event is. Now with Clickbank, you cannot really optimize for a sale because we don't have access to the sale page. We cannot place this pixel on their checkout page or even on their thank you page. But if you are, and same thing for Max Bounty, so you can optimize for things like click to offer page, and this is something I talk about in one of my Max Bounty Facebook videos. So I am going to make more videos where I talk about this kind of enhanced CPC, and this is something I prefer. I will also be working with target CPA because I can basically tell Bing that my target CPA is $10. This is customer acquisition, right? Customer acquisition. So if I know that I'm going to be making $50 every time they purchase, and I need 2 conversions for them to purchase, that I can afford a certain amount of customer acquisition. Whereas if I'm gonna be only making like $10 for a conversion and I need like 5 conversions, that means my maximum CPA is only $2, right? If it's more than that and I need 5 conversions, I'm gonna be losing money. Basically, I need, let's say my conversion ratio is 20%, which means that 1 out of 5 people sign up, and my customer acquisition for each person is $2. That means I need to spend about $10 on average, and to break even, right? I'm spending $10 and I'm making $10. So I can basically put my target CPA is $2, and Bing is gonna work towards that. So it says your target is significantly higher. So I also need Bing also needs to have at least 15 conversions in the last 30 days to use this bid strategy. So this is because Bing is actually it's a learning, right? It's kind of this machine learning that's getting data, and then testing different things, and then once it's seeing conversions, the more the better. It will understand what kind of people are converting, and it's going to figure out how to actually send you these people. Okay, and I also have a campaign budget. I have the name. I can also mention locations, and I'm targeting US, only United States, and this is kind of like Facebook ads, right? If you've seen my other videos with Facebook, it's very similar in a way where ad groups are like ad sets and ads are like ads, except you have to understand thing about the keywords, right? You cannot, you never want to have a broad, like a completely broad. So you never want to have something like text chemistry broad, because not only will you match chemistry text, but you will also match keywords related to text chemistry. So if it's a broad match, it might be something text or words or sentence or something like that, where Bing will actually use their own discretion to match other keywords, even keywords that you're not really specifying here. So you have to be very, very careful if you're just using broad, meaning like these two words without the plus sign. I'm specifying plus. I'm telling I want to see at least text and at least chemistry in the phrase. So it could be text, chemistry, something else. And the reason I like doing that is because I don't really know what they're gonna type, right? Bing doesn't know. Google says there's like up to 20% of searches that are happening that are brand new. So it's the same thing, I would guess, with Bing as well. 15 to 20% of searches that the search engine has never seen before. So that is why I really like this modified broad match, where I can just type text, chemistry, and then see what else comes up. And same thing for promo, coupon, and then I have exact matches, where I just want the exact matches. And that's kind of my strategy. And we have these negative keywords. Okay, we have some other settings that you can specify. And this is obviously on the campaign level. All of this is on the campaign level. We can go to the ad group, and then we could look at this. And I only have one ad group. So if we look at all settings, I only have one ad group, and everything is done on the campaign level. The tracking URL, everything is done on the campaign level. And we could look at some ads. I have 3 ads. I'm just testing. I recommend doing 3 to 5 ads, and you can configure these ads and all that. And yeah, that's it. So we have some audiences as well. I believe I am using. Let's go back to our campaign and click on audiences. And I believe, yeah, so I can modify it. And so the audiences thing, this is an advanced tutorial, because you can use things like remarketing lists, custom audiences, in-market audiences, and I'm not even doing that right now. It's just a simple case study, a simple tutorial. So I'm gonna run this campaign a bit later today, and I'm probably gonna make another video with some new findings. And I'm gonna tell you how are things going with this campaign, and if there's anything else that any other kind of changes you might make. So that's pretty much all I have for this kind of video. I will make more videos with Google AdWords, Bing ads, Microsoft ads, now they're called, and maybe using some, maybe even testing some other offers, Max Bounty or Clickbank. And so that's that's all I have for today. So if you enjoyed this video, definitely click like. If you want to see more videos, definitely click like, because it will make sure that this video spreads to more people see it, and there's going to be more value delivered to more people. If you have any questions or comments, leave them below. I pretty much answer all questions, so I will be gladly, I'm going to take a look in your comment and see if I can answer it to the best of my ability. If you like this kind of video, definitely subscribe to this channel. I'm going to be making a lot of affiliate marketing, drop shipping, all kinds of make money online tutorials in depth. There's going to be a lot of interesting stuff coming up. So definitely stay tuned. And once again, thank you so much for your time. Thank you for watching. And I will talk to you real soon.